Alright, what's up guys? I just want to do a quick review on my Traeger Tailgater now that I've used it a bit. Overall, I do like it. Folding the legs up and down is not easy, but I don't really fold mine up and down. I just leave it all standing up and just wheel it in my garage. It works just like a regular Traeger. I do like, oh yeah, the on button is in the back. I'm sure if you can see that. And I do like the digital screen that it has on the front. That's nice. Not a ton of cooking area. I need to clean this before I use it right now. The digital thermometer is nice. So the tray on the bottom, I did notice it kind of moves a little when you move this around, wheel it around. It's supposed to be a tailgater, supposed to be lightweight, compact, but you probably need two people to move it. This bucket is nice, catches everything, catches all your grease pretty well. I will get back to the back in a minute, but I added this little lap tray. To be honest, it's nice, but I feel like I have to snug it up every so often, and when you don't snug it up, it kind of tilts forward, which isn't convenient. The hopper is kind of small, I will say that much. It's an 8-pound hopper. I've used this maybe 4 or 5, actually probably more than that. Just cooking steaks and wings. But I will say the hopper doesn't last very long. The pellets in the hopper, so I'm probably gonna buy an extension for that. And oh yeah, something else I had to replace already. This little foot peg thing, like the little bottom, little rubber thing, boot, I guess you can call it. Those fall off fairly easy. I do understand why people leave these in the back of their trucks when they're tailgating, or like when they have it in the back, because overall the height of this grill is kind of small. I'm about 5'5", and it's like, this is my flat hand across it, so it's pretty low. I will say I don't like that about it, but I guess it is a tailgater. Something else that feels cheap are these handles. They're plastic, which I don't like that too much. Looks like that one needs to be tightened, but I'm not a huge fan of that. The hinges seem pretty solid. The burn box underneath, I'm not gonna pick all this up so I don't get my hands dirty, but all that is pretty nice. It's just like a regular Traeger. I don't like that you have to come out here and manually check it. There's no way to connect this to Wi-Fi, but overall this is nice. That's a keep warm, turn up the temp, lower the temp. That is to set your temperature, but once you do that, you hit ignite, it starts up. I'm actually about to use this, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up. Okay, so that part is nice. That's your temperature, your current temperature. It does have a timer. I'm not sure I'll ever use a timer because I'm not gonna sit out here all day and watch it, but I guess if you're out tailgating, that is convenient. When you hit this keep warm button, it'll drop the temp to I think 165, and that's actually your meat probe temperature. That's this meat probe. Let me clean that too before I use it. What else? That is pretty much everything. All the knobs are plastic. I don't like that. I think it feels cheap. This is kind of thinner metal, but it does seem pretty sturdy. The wheels themselves are plastic, which do feel kind of cheap. And just that cheap little bar going across the bottom as the axle. I'm not sure how much weight you're gonna put on this. The tailgater, you probably have enough room for 3 racks of ribs, maybe a full-size brisket. But I usually only cook brisket flats, so it's great for me. But overall, I really do like this. I'll link this in the description. I am gonna trade out this meat probe since I can't connect to Wi-Fi with this unit, and I'm gonna get a Bluetooth meat probe that I'll probably end up doing a review on. It does smoke a decent amount, so I do like that, especially at the initial startup. But my biggest complaint about this is where these are located. It's on the back of your grill. So like a full-size Traeger, you can you have like that regular cap, and then it has a cap on top, so you can still smoke meat in the rain. But I don't see myself using this to smoke meat in the rain because of that one issue, unless I build something that goes over it. That is probably my biggest complaint about this entire thing. But other than that, if you haven't seen my page, Broke Mexican Barbecues, other than that, where the vents are in the back, I actually really like this thing. I don't think you can be very rough with it because the handles are plastic. I like the digital temp gauge. That thing is nice, I will say that much. Also, it heats up really quick. Like within 10 minutes, it'll probably be at temperature. Overall, I really like this thing, but the biggest flaw in it are the vent caps in the back, or I guess there's not even a cap, just the holes on the back. But I will link this in the description. It's really nice. Definitely cooks really well, so I guess that's the most important part. Other than you can't cook in the rain, so you have to plan everything around that. Or have it covered underneath a covered porch or something. But anyways, I'll link that little tray. I bought that separately in the front. I'll link that in the description. I'll link the grill, and I'll link the pellets I use. But overall, I'm very happy with it, and for the price I paid, I would almost say I mean, it wouldn't hurt, like, especially if you're going camping. Fold up the legs and take it with you wherever you go. But if you're gonna keep it at home, or if you want to smoke meat and not worry about the weather, I would say buy a regular one that has a cap, that little smokestack on the side with the cap up top, so you don't have to worry about anything getting wet on the inside. But anyways, overall, lightweight, 62 pounds. One man can handle it, or it would be easier if you had two people to fold the legs up and down. But overall, I'm really happy with this thing and how it cooks. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description. Thanks, and make sure to like and subscribe. Oh yeah, one last thing I forgot to note is when you hit this, when you're turning it off, you actually have to hit the temp up and show the temperature, and then just hold this middle button and it'll turn off the Traeger. But there's a 10-minute cool down period, which I've never seen before. But I guess my other one was just like a digital, like, twist knob one where you just shut it off. But anyways, overall, I really do like it.